RSMario here, bringing you another episode of our endless coverage of the endless leaks of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The worst kept secret in Pokemon history. Good lord. So of course we got some pretty interesting things for you today. We have we got Riddler Q talking about the possibly the third legendary of this game, which I also have some theories on that myself. We have Centro talking about some of the new Pokemon in the game, and we have what could be the most comprehensive PokéDex leak we've ever had in Pokemon history. Alright, and this could be real. Now, I did a Dex Leak video last week, and that was fake leak theater. Alright, this is probably real. They made a whole damn website for this, okay? So we're going to talk about that. As well as a couple of other things here on the video. Of course, if you like videos like this and you like getting videos from me, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that stuff that YouTube requires you to do. Continue getting videos from me. Follow me on Twitter. Like my video tweet. I will shout you out at the end of the episode. No shout outs today, but maybe tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Never know. As well as drop a comment down below because that helps the channel grow. Let's get to it. Alright, so we're going to start off with Zodiac Culer, aka Riddler Q. He's responding to a tweet from PokeSutame where she says, regarding the third legendary, details may be decided in DLC. And then he goes on to say, explains the face and the base of the Terra ornaments. So what they're talking about is if you look closely at the Terra ornaments that you see when you use the Terra type gimmick, is that there seems to be an angry face in that gym. And so a lot of people think that the third legendary is somewhere behind this or involved in this whole Terra type deal. The same way Eternatus was involved in the Dynamax stuff in Galar. Which, I mean, that would kind of work. And of course they think that it might be in DLC. Now, I've said before that this game is more than likely in beta. Alright, all the leaks we're getting are from a beta. So anything involving post-game, anything involving like DLC, aftermarket stuff, more than likely is not in a beta. Alright, they're not going to put DLC and post-game stuff in. Well, they might put post-game in there because they want to test it. But more than likely they wouldn't put post-game and definitely not DLC in a beta. Alright, so anything about DLC, anything about post-game, way far after game stuff, we know that's where I think most of the Convergent evolutions, because all of the, we see most of the past and future forms are out, most of the regionals are out, but the Convergence evolutions, we haven't seen anything from those. So more than likely, I mean, other than the Tentacruel and the Diglett, more than likely, if we are getting more of those, they're probably in the post-game where they probably haven't even put in the beta. So, that's a thing. But yeah, it could be possible though. Now, it would be kind of grimy if they put the third legendary in the beta, I mean in the DLC, because the third legend has always been part of the original game. But since the third legendary has always been part of the original game, and always got a bigger role in the sequel. Kind of like if you look at like how Kyurem was central to Black and White 2. Alright, so then Central comes out and he's like, okay, Scarlet and Violet leaks, definitive number of new Pokemon from the old leaker, about 105 new Pokemon, which that sounds about right. Alright, everybody was saying, somewhere around 120, somewhere between 100 to 120, so that works. 4 regional forms, 3 of them are the Tauros forms. So those 105, 16 include 16 Paradox forms, 5 cross-gen evolutions. Also, 2 of those could have been saved for DLC. Again, we don't know about what's going on with the DLC, but it is what it is. Also, excluding the starters, there are only 5 new 3-stage evolution lines. By far, this generation has the biggest number of 1-stage Pokemon lines, which I will say that is kind of lame. I've never been a big fan of the 1-stage. 3-stage lines always seem bigger and cooler than the 1-stage lines. But I mean, it is what it is, though. For convergent species, we're likely getting more. It's worth mentioning that they also evolve. For example, the mushroom based on Tentacool evolves into mushroom based on Tentacruel, which, okay, I mean, that's kind of common sense. He goes on to say there are 14 Paradox Pokemon, 7 in Violet, and 7 in Scarlet. And again, since we don't know about post-game or DLC, there could be more. There could very well be more. That's also not counting Koraidon and Miraidon that are technically Paradox forms, which I think is pretty cool, which means that the third legendary will more than likely be the original version of Koraidon / Miraidon. So that's cool. That's cool. Alright, so then we go over to the website. So they made a whole website for the PokéDex Leak here, which is that big. And it's most of the PokéDex. It's not all of them. Some of the 3 lines we don't have yet. And of course, we don't even know if there's more Convergent evolutions. But Makio and J-Ross, or J-Roses, I'm thinking it's J-Roses, they made this website here. So, of course, we have Sprigatito, and then all the starters. We have Lechonk, and its kind of split gender evolution. It's going to be a little bit different depending on which gender. We have Palmy, and we have its 3-stage evolution. Smoliv gets a 2-stage. Hopefully they do the gender thing like they do Lechonk. If not, I mean, that would still be kind of cool. Then we have Fido, which is one of the... Ew, what is this? Ew, come on now. I'm sorry, Mad Zygrade Cord. Why does man look like a hamburger bun, bro? Like, that looked kind of goofy. No hate towards Hoenn, but that looked kind of goofy. We got Fido and its evolution, and we all know that there are 2 more dog lines. One that's going to be dark type, and the other one is either going to be poison, steel, fighting, or maybe ghost type. But yeah, 3 dog lines. So then we have Titan and whatever its pre-evolution is going to be. We have an Icicle Pokemon, which is probably going to be Titan's counterpart on the opposite game. I wouldn't be surprised if these aren't version exclusives. Whatever the Icicle Pokemon is, 2 ice types. Then we have the Dolphin Pokemon and its evolution, which has 2 different forms. So its evolution has a surprise. It doesn't evolve. It has 2 forms. One is bipedal and one looks like a superhero. So, wait. So it doesn't evolve. It just kind of has different forms. Okay. A lot of confusion here. Big surprise. When it evolves. So it does evolve. Okay. When it evolves, it doesn't evolve. It just changes. Okay, that's weird. Alright, so then we have the spider, which, I mean, since the spider web was in the original trailer, we've known that there's going to be a spider Pokemon. Some people believe that the spider Pokemon was going to be like a legendary, like the 3rd legend, you know, but it looks like maybe it's going to be some kind of Psudo, even though the Psudo is supposed to be the Dragon Ice type Pokemon. I mean, it would be interesting if, like, maybe we had 2 Psudos, kind of like you had Salamence and Flygon. You know, maybe this could be a Psudo too. Because I don't know, I still don't understand why they would reference a spider in the trailer if the spider is just another Pokemon in the game. So then we have our Reginal Bird, which is going to be a electric type, which I think that's kind of cool. I like it when they kind of mess with the bird. Like, I liked the Fletchinder. I like that one because it was flying fire. Flying electric is good. It's got a lot of weaknesses, but I think it will still be pretty good though. It's probably going to be fast. It's probably definitely going to be fast. But what typing is this? Is this psychic? What is that swirl? It's a psychic ostrich. Okay. Reminds me of Cleopatra with its hairstyle. An Egyptian ostrich. Okay. So then we have a mouse that's 3-stage, which is like, okay, a 3-stage mouse Pokemon. Like, now, usually, well, if they're going to do another Pikachu, like the Pikachu clone, I guess they could finally make it a 3-stage, since technically the Pikachu family is a 3-stage family. So I can see them kind of doing that. A 3-stage fish Pokemon that we have like next to no information on. It's just a fish. Another fish in the endless line of fish Pokemon. Then we have our pepper Pokemon. Now, I'm not sure of this, but I mean, it was in the Kaka leaks. But we already kind of have a pepper Pokemon. It's freaking Fuecoco. Like he looks like a whole damn pepper. Why would you make two? So then we got the frog. So an electric psychic frog, which I'm like, it's a plasma frog, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's cool. And it doesn't mention the plasma frog, it just says an electric frog, but it's supposed to be a plasma frog. I'm not quite sure what the reference is, but that's cool. Pink Loli Hammer Pokemon. Pink Pokemon, Loli Hammer. It's gonna be a fairy type. I wouldn't be surprised if this is not fairy fighting or fairy steel. Because, I mean, it is a Loli with a big hammer, so why not make it fairy fighting? It could be fairy steel because the hammer's steel, you know. Alright, so then we have another sushi. We have the Sushi's Dragon, which could be a sushi dragon type Pokemon, Dragon Water, or it could have been referencing Sumo, as in like Sumo Master or Sushi Master. Either way, I explained that in another video. Then we have the Crystal Flower. So this one had some confusion because Centro said that the flower was connected to the Salt Pokemon. But here they have it listed as its own thing with its own evolution. So, I don't know. Again, if you look at the flower, it has the same little eyeball face deal that that Lili and its evolution has. So, this could be some kind of convergence evolution of them. You know, some type of regional of them. It could be anything. I still have some speculation on this flower. Alright, this flower has been the most mysterious of all the leaked pictures that we had. I have questions. So then we have a Tumbleweed. This came out of nowhere. I think Q leaked this one, if I'm not mistaken. But they have like zero information on it. If it's a Tumbleweed, as far as typing, it could be Grass Ghost. Or it could be Grass Flying, because Tumbleweeds fly in the wind. Could be Grass Flying. We have the Fire Blade. We have this. We know about this one. We know about the coin. It's supposed to be really hard to get, kind of like Spiritomb. The other two dog lines. So they're saying it's gonna be it's gonna be Dark and Ghost, and maybe the evolutions will have secondary typings, which I mean would work. But like, I don't think Ghosts really have any effect on fairies. So it wouldn't be a triangle. Alright, so that's the reason why I said it's gonna be, you know, fairy type, and then it's gonna be a dark line, and then it's gonna be either poison or steel, is because it needs to be like counters, right? One needs to be able to hit the other, and the other needs to be able to hit the other, so they can all hit each other. Because I mean, right now the fairy's gonna hit the dark is gonna hit the ghost, but the ghost can't hit the fairy though. You know what I'm saying? I guess maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm just lost on that, but it seems like the other one probably shouldn't be a ghost. So then we get the Salt Pokemon, the new mascot of the Pokemon fandom, the Salt Pokemon. Dark and Windy. That's not bad. That's a pretty cool looking Pokemon. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Minecraft, what? Okay. Then the engine Pokemon. So this one, more than likely, is going to be the Pokemon of the evil team. So yeah, it's going to be Poison and Steel. Earthworm Pokemon. This was leaked pretty early. The Kamen Rider Krickiet. So this one I didn't talk about at all. So the Kamen Rider Krickiet is a new Pokemon inspired by Kamen Rider. And if you don't know, Kamen Rider is this old, Sentai Power Rangers like show about a guy named Kamen Rider. He rides a bike, like a motorcycle or like a souped up scooter type of deal, and he fights monsters and stuff. It's kind of cool. It's a very old cutback to Japanese culture. It was in America for a while. I think there's an anime running of it right now, but it's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool. We got the regional form for Diglett and Tentacruel. We got the Mankey family, the Bisharp family, which I haven't talked about. So Bisharp is a dark steel type. No, yeah, dark steel type from, I believe, Generation 5. And it's supposed to get an evolution, a cross-generation evolution in this game. Dunsparce in this evolution, Giraffang in this evolution. Then we have all of the regionals, which we have the 3 regional Tauros, which I think is going to be fighting, fire, and maybe ghost, because, you know, I mean, the bulls die. So maybe you can have, you know, a ghost version for like the dead bulls that, you know, come back to haunt the living for murdering them, you know. You've got the Among Us, which I believe is supposed to be a regional fake, I thought. Then you've got Jigglypuff and Miss Drevious. And then what is this? What is this? Come on, bro. Who did this? Who did this thing? I know it's not supposed to be Quagsire, but this is offensive, okay? I like Quagsire, man. Alright, this thing, look, if Pedalian Wooper, okay, that's not good, doesn't work. If Paladian Wooper looks like poop, this thing is poop, okay? And they didn't put who did this because they didn't want them to get drugged. Alright, this ain't right. This ain't right at all. Alright, so then we have our past and future Pokemon. So of course we got Volcarona, Salamence, which, why do Salamence need to get anything else? This man's already got a Mega. He's already broken as it is. Does he really need anything else? What, you gonna put lasers on Salamence now? Is that what we doing? Donphan finally getting something. Finally, the original elephant Pokemon gets something. We have an unknown one, possibly Suicune, Dully Bird, who's basically, he's going to be an Amazon employee. That's going to be his. He's going to come up there with a little Amazon shirt on and everything. That's going to be Dully Bird's future evolution. Future Paradox Pokemon. Kirlia, which I'm like, okay. Kirlia is getting one. I never heard her she was getting one. So then we got Hariyama, which could be either getting a future Pokemon or a regional. Because again, he could be involved with the sushi thing, and there's a bunch of stuff involved with that. We got Volcarona, which is getting a past and a future. We've got T-Tar, we've got Donphan, which is also getting a past in the future. Another unknown one, possibly Virizion. And then we have the Psudo, which is the Dragon Ice type. And then there's the Legendary Quartet, which we've already talked about. And then we have Koraidon and Miraidon in all of their forms. And that's it. So far, it looks pretty good. Everything looked good. Alright, I mean, again, I think we're probably going to get more regional fakes. Maybe more regional, like, regional Pokemon. I think that I think the big chasm, the abyss, has the answers for the post game of this game. Alright, I have a theory about that I want to make into its own video. But that's about it. This video is long enough as it is, so like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that stuff that YouTube requires you to do. Drop a comment down below to help the channel grow, and as always, people, keep it real.